Florida and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock in the stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCF Knights offense will start this game off with the football. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Arizona State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Hauls it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Gets it out fast. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job by the receiver on the in. How about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Sun Devils will have it first and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Knights! Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He's looking to pass. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quick handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just 1 step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
quickly complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that short completion now sets up a big third down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. You get the feeling a critical third down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. The Knights in the hurry up. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Turning it on! Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Knights are on the move.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative.
Wide open spaces. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Catch in the middle. It's a vine. Got enough space. Touchdown, Arizona State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. To the air on 1st down. That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Avant. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Smashes through the tackle. Breaks into the open. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Unloads quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Avant. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. That's caught. It's Avant. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Avant. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. He might want another play. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Shotgun snap on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando.
The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
So now it's second and long. The give to the lone running back. Picks up the first down. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's a bang-bang play. Running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. House is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just...
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Handoff to the single running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
On the set.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Finds his man. It's Ramsey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give on the option. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Knights will call on their punt team. Now on the return. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. A little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Quick strike complete. Turning it on! Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They are in business, starting this drive inside the 10-yard line. The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart. Trying to rumble in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Looking to scramble. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from the 11. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the stomping has commenced. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Knights have a chance to make their defenses work productive as they come to the line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Off play action. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. Snags it over the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Knights will try to punch it in on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ramsey. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, fourth and goal. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. One more play to pad the stats. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing.